Hey guys, I want to welcome you back to my channel. If this is your first time here, welcome, welcome, welcome. Make sure if you like this video to like, share, and please subscribe to my channel. I have very good videos and more to come. This video is going to be on how to do Marley Twists on 4C hair. As well as how to curl the ends. I tend to curl the ends for a lot of little girl styles, but adults can also use this same technique. If you have longer twists and you want to curl and give it some spunk, definitely continue to watch the video and you'll see exactly how I did this. Please continue to watch and let's get right into this video. Alright, so I'm starting with freshly washed hair. As you can see, my client hair has really tight coils, and I usually use the Shea Moisture detangler for her hair to be able to detangle it without really hurting her. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm just spraying that in there. Then you're going to take a wide tooth comb, guys. Make sure it's wide tooth. And then I'm just going to split it down the middle, 4 sections. You guys know how much I love my 4 sections. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm just taking my time so I can make sure I'm not breaking the client hair. But I'm also sectioning it so I can be able to see what I'm doing and keep the hair all together. So that's what I'm doing here. And then I'm going to go in with a leave-in conditioner to help me also continue to detangle the hair. And then we want to make sure the hair is also thoroughly moisturized. So I believe I used the Curls Cashmere line. I do like that detangler. I don't really care for the other products, but I do like the detangler, the leave-in conditioner, I'm sorry. So that's what I'm using here. And you want to make sure you get it really saturated through the client's hair. And by the hair being so thick, you want to make sure you thoroughly mix it in there. And so I'm just starting from the ends, working my way up. And I know it may seem like I'm kind of hard on her hair, y'all. I'm really not. It's just I sped up the video. But just keep detangling from the ends of the hair all the way up to the roots. And you're going to see me continually do that with the wide tooth comb. And you can do that for every section. Once you do that, then you want to either braid or twist your client hair up. Because when their hair is this thick, what will happen is because it has so much shrinkage, it would literally shrink back up. And all that detangling that you just did would have been for no reason at all. So make sure that after you thoroughly detangle the hair, that you braid it or twist it back up before continuing to your next section. Okay, guys? Alright, so now what you want to do is section off the hair, each row where you're going to start braiding. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm just sectioning that hair off. And then you're going to start to make like boxes, and you know, 1 box at a time of when you're going to braid. So I like to start from my right side and then work my way over. And what I'm going to do is also split the hair in 2. I'm adding some Shine and Jam on there in the yellow bottle. And then I take the piece of hair, I'm twisting it one way on one half of it, and then just overlapping the other side on top of it, as you can see here. I don't know if that makes sense, but I'm going to show you a couple different times. And then as you overlap it, you want to make sure you hold a tight grip, not to where it's uncomfortable for your client, but just to where you can make sure the hair is all tucked in there, and that you're twisting it tightly so that you can have a nice twist on there. If you twist it too loose, then you're not going to really have an all-together twist. So that's what you want to do. And then once you move to your second side, your next one, you're going to still do the exact same thing. Twist the opposite way and then overlap it on the other side. And just hold the twist pretty tightly as you're twisting. Make sure you have a good grip. Alright, and I'm just repeating those same steps. I'm taking that hair. I'm going to twist one side, which is usually going to be my right side because I'm right-handed. And then I'm just going to overlap that hair onto the other side and just keep twisting along with the client's hair, and hold a tight grip on that and twist it all the way down. Try to stay consistent with your twisting, because if you start twisting tightly and then lose your grip, you will be able to tell throughout your twist. So if you want all your twists to be consistent and look uniform, try to keep the same grip all the way through while you're twisting. And then I'm going to just keep repeating this for you. I did slow it down at this point so that you can kind of see what I was doing. But I'm going to continue with the rest of her hair. And you can see a couple different more times exactly how to do it so that it makes a little more sense to you. And then I'll be back. so now I'm gonna start rolling these twists with perm rods, and you can honestly use any size that you prefer. I like to use the gray ones. They're just easier to handle, and for a little girl, it's easier to make the curls tighter. So I just use the gray one, the small perm rods, and I'm literally just going to start at the end, roll it up. You don't want to overlap them on each other, so just gradually roll it on that roller. And you don't have to roll it up too high, it's just wherever you want your curls to stop. So I'm not going up that far, just enough to make sure that the ends are all curled. So that's what I'm doing here. Then what you want to do is get you some hot water. You can boil it or you can microwave it, whatever you prefer. But once you roll them, you then gonna dip them in hot water. Let them sit, I will say, for anywhere from 1 to 3 minutes. The longer it stays, the more likely your curls will basically stay, okay, without having to refresh them again. So I usually let it sit for a little bit, start doing the rest of her hair, take them out, and then use the other ones for the rest of her hair. So that's what you seeing me do here, just rolling them all the way up. And then I have a large cup that I like to use, and I'll just literally dip the ends of the perm rods, in the water. So take the perm rods, put it in the water, make sure you have a big heavy towel just to make sure that the water does not get on your client at all. So you definitely want to do that. And then that's about it. Keep watching. Alright, so now as you can see, I have the whole front half of her hair rolled. I'm going to clip that hair up just to get it out the way. And I'm going to begin to dip the bottom layer first. There's my nice big towel to place under the hair next to the face so I can make sure that it does not hit her face. And I'm just dipping that inside the hot water. And this is actually one of those cups you get at the water park, and it's supposed to keep your drink cold. And actually I like this cup a lot because it does not get hot on the outside. So as you can see, there's steam coming from the cup, but the cup is actually cool on the outside, so I can hold it. So that's pretty cool. Now I am pulling the hair out, as you see here, making sure I'm very careful, making sure I cool it off as much as possible, pushing that towel to soak up some water, and I just shake it a little bit to make sure it's cool enough to go down before letting it down. And that's pretty much what you're going to do with all of it. Literally. And I'm just showing you there how I got them all done. As you can see how nice and neat her Marley twist is, just for having a good grip on there and staying consistent with your twist. Okay, now I have taken all those rollers out, just like a few left in there, just to make sure that the hair is rolled tightly. And that's it. You just take the perm rods out by just unsnapping it, and the hair automatically is rolled. Like as soon as they come out the hot water, it's automatically curled. So there's nothing else you'll have to do. I'd say depending on how hard you are on your hair, typically these curls can last you maybe like a month, maybe a month and a half if you aren't too hard on your hair. She's very hard on her hair, so she comes back to me maybe 3 weeks to get them re-rolled. But that's it, guys. And this is just a really cute style for anybody. Marley Twist works for everybody. But for kids, you know, keeping it more like a natural length, especially for someone like her who has 4C hair, this twist actually matched so well with the texture of her hair that her mom constantly says that everybody thinks this is her real hair, just because of the way that I twisted in there, and the textures, they just match perfectly. So I usually give her like a half up, half down, add some little bangs in the front, just make it look really cute. kid friendly. But again, this is a style that an adult or kid can wear. Adult probably will wear it with longer length. And kids, you know, like I cut her packs in half. I guess I didn't say that in the beginning, but I do cut her Marley Twist in half just to make sure that it is a shorter length, because her mom doesn't like anything too long. You know, she's only 8, so we want to make sure that it is kid appropriate. But the technique, guys, is the exact same. Technique does not change whether you're doing a child's hair or an adult. You still want to take nice, neat sections. And this is it, guys. I want to thank you guys so much for continuing to watch my videos. If you're just finding my channel, make sure you subscribe. And I appreciate all of you guys so much. Until next time, have a blessed day, guys. Bye.